It's NoogaRadio Outdoors. You're listening on AM 1240 or 92.7 FM on Nooga Radio. You may be watching us on YouTube as we're live streaming there. We're live streaming on Facebook. You can catch us on TuneIn Radio, on Shoutcast, on 95.3 FM HD4, which is high definition radio that's found on some of the newer vehicles. So there's just all kinds of ways to tune in and keep up with Nooga Radio. I am Cindy. It is my absolute honor to be your host and outdoor activity events and adventure guide for our community. I'm eager to talk to our guest today, Miss Ansley Kellerman of Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Greater Chattanooga is joining us. But first, I want to give you my quick email information. I want to know about your competitions. Ansley's going to be talking to us about their golf tournament today. So if you have a golf tournament coming up, any type of competition, festivals, 5Ks, 10Ks, kayaking, mountain biking, whatever it might be, email me at nrocindy@gmail.com. That's NRO, like Nooga Radio Outdoors, Cindy@gmail.com. And I would love to hear about your events and help share this platform to promote any events that you might have coming up. This show is to give everyone access to the activities, events, and adventures found in the great outdoors. And Ansley has come on to help and assist me in doing that today. Hi, Ansley. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me. It's great to be on here.
And I am so excited to talk about Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Greater Chattanooga. But first, I want to find out a little bit more about you. Are you from Chattanooga?
I am from South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, right down the road.
There you go. Not too far at all.
Not far.
You're definitely from the area.
Yes.
So what is your background? What led you? What is your role with Big Brothers, Big Sisters? You're in a marketing role, right?
Yeah, I'm the marketing and special events director, and I have been there almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So I'm really passionate about the work we do, and I'm hopeful that, we just continue to grow. But I've been a big sister since college. So, and I am still a big sister. I've had a couple of little sisters that have gone on to graduate high school actually this year. So, it's really neat. And I know for a fact that it makes a difference to have a mentor into the lives of children, and not only in the child's life, but in the volunteer's life as well.
Exactly. And of course, I've shared my personal story. Big Brothers, Big Sister has been on my radar for a while because I single mommed it here in Chattanooga for a spell. And my son his life was very much impacted by his big brother relationship. And he's coming to visit me in a couple of weeks.
Oh, good.
And that's, we're trying to track his big brother down. Because it's like he said, Mom, it would be great, if I don't know if I should say his name on the air, so I won't do that. But
you can say first name, but
yeah, if we could find Joshua, he said that would just be great. I mean, it still this was 10 years ago, and it made such an impression in his life. So I feel so blessed to have a platform to get to share about organizations like Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Greater Chattanooga. And you have an event coming up. Let's go ahead and talk about the event. Then I'd like to go back and talk some more about the organization. But I want to make sure that we have plenty of time to talk about your upcoming event. And it's a golf tournament, right?
That's correct. We have our 31st annual golf classic coming up on September 22nd. It's going to be at Canyon Ridge Golf Course up on Lookout. It's an amazing course. It's our second year being there. And it's the perfect time of year. We used to have it in the middle of the summer, and it was always really hot. And so now it's on a mountain and a lot cooler, and the perfect time of year. Fall is in the air, and we have a great time.
Yes, I love that because I golf. I don't like to call myself a golfer, but I do golf. And when I'm able to golf on a regular basis, I don't mind playing in the summer because I've kind of acclimated to it. Like in Houston, I was playing almost weekly. So I played right through the summer because it just but now that I don't get to play so often, it's just hard to get out there in the summer when you're not used to it. I'm not, it's like I'm not whining. I'll do it, but it's just, it's just so drastic. Just too much of an extreme difference. But I love the idea of a fall golf tournament.
Yes.
So tell me those dates again of when.
The date is September 22nd. We have an 11:30 a.m. shotgun. Lunch is served. We have a hole-in-one sponsored by Jackson Chevrolet in Lafayette. Or is it Lafayette? Lafayette?
Who knows? I know. Everybody says it different.
Because I went to
Lafayette. I say, is that a Southern thing? The way I say it, Lafayette.
Well, no, I just went to school in New Orleans, so they have a Lafayette, and there's a Lafayette here, so I always get it confused. Yeah. But anyways, we have that. We have drinks and lunch and lots of snacks, and we have different competitions, closest to the pin, longest drive, those types of things. So it's great, and the tournament is in memory of Ed Jolly Sr. and Paul F. Brock.
Okay, why are those names familiar?
They were both longtime board members, and have now passed away. But it's in honor of them and in memory, and we are still looking for teams and sponsorships.
Yes, I was going to ask you about. So there's still spaces for teams available.
There are.
So what is the cost with sponsorships and teams and so forth?
Well, the cost may sound a little interesting, but it is our 60th birthday and our 60th anniversary at Big Brothers Big Sisters. So the cost for a team is $660. And there's 4 to a team, and when you break that down, it's I should have known that in my head. It's like $145 or $165 a person,
somewhere around there.
So that includes a lot. We offer a player gift for every person. That's always really nice. Last year we had Yetis. This year it's still being decided upon, but it will be an awesome prize.
That's the cool thing about golf tournaments is it sounds like it's expensive, but usually there's so many sponsors and so forth with all the gifts and the awesome. I mean, when you're giving to such a wonderful cause, and then the awesome experience. It's one of my favorite ways to give back, and it's I promote a lot of 5K, 10Ks on here.
Okay.
And I'm like, isn't that the best when you're supporting a great event, yet you're getting outside and getting active yourself and incorporating that into your business networking, and you're contributing to community and nonprofits, plus you're doing something good for yourself. It's like, it's an all around win-win-win for everyone.
It is.
So I love the platform to be able to promote these types of events. So you've got teams coming up, and what we'll do, let's talk a little bit about Big Brothers Big Sisters. And when we wrap back around, I want to remind everyone about the golf tournament and you know what, go ahead and share the information now, where to contact, and then we'll do that again at the end of the show.
Great. Well, you can give us a call. My direct line is 423-698-8017. And we are getting a new website that should be live on Monday. But the info on there is still correct. And so you're able to visit, just not sign up by the site at this moment. But it's bbbschatt.org. So
go ahead and repeat that again.
It's bbbschatt.org, and it stands for Big Brothers Big Sisters Chat.org.
Perfect. And if you just tuned in, you are listening to NoogaRadio Outdoors on AM 1240 and 92.7 FM. My name is Cindy. I'm your host for the show. I'm visiting with Ansley Kellerman of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Chattanooga. And I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor. A lot of the reasons we're able to offer this platform so that organizations like Big Brothers, Big Sisters have a platform to come and share about their activities, and we're able to help connect the listener to the community, is because of sponsors like Chicken Salad Chick and Chicken Salad Chick Chattanooga.com. Chicken Salad Chick Chattanooga.com is where you can find great catering choices. There's something for everyone. There's 12 different varieties of chicken salad chick. There's also turkey pesto sandwiches. There's BLTs. There's spicy pimento cheese, which is great on a BLT. The grape salad is a favorite. There's a wonderful little buttercream cookie that comes with every order. So be sure and check out Chicken Salad Chick Chattanooga.com. There's 2 locations, convenient curbside pickup at the downtown location. There's the location over on Gun Barrel over in East Brainerd, and brand new location opening up this month at Erlanger Mall. So congratulations, Josh Patton. We are so proud of you opening your 3rd location. And Josh is such a contributor to our community, and we appreciate Chicken Salad Chick sponsoring the show. Chicken Salad Chick Chattanooga.com. Now I'm back with Ansley, and we're talking about the Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Greater Chattanooga organization. And at the beginning of the show, I shared that this is such a wonderful organization. As a single mom who was so overwhelmed and I had a son and a daughter, and my daughter didn't need a big sister; she had me. But even though my son fully had me, that he needed a male role model in his life that was close by. His father, his father is back in Texas, and single momming it was just such a blessing. I remember it when I got introduced to the concept. I just knew right away. And I remember being told it might take a while. And we were so blessed that it seemed like within 30 days, they had found a match for my son. And it was a wonderful experience for him. It opened him up to so much that he would not have done. Joshua, his big brother, actually played Santa for orphans. And my very shy, introverted son dressed up like an elf to go with him. And I'm getting chills when I tell you this because this was a big deal for him. But Joshua was able to instill things in him and help him focus on the giving aspect instead of the attention wasn't on him. It's not about what he's doing. It's about those children and what it's going to mean for them, for him to show up like that. And it just really, there's so many different things I could tell you about, from their Halloween adventures to fishing together and all kinds of things that really impacted my son's life to this day. So share more about the organization and the whole process of where the children come from, how do Big Brothers Big Sisters qualify and so forth like that.
Great. Well, there's a lot I can tell you about. First, we serve children in single parent households. We serve children between the ages of 6 and 12, and they're all walks of life. We serve 6 counties in the area, 3 in Tennessee and 3 in North Georgia. We serve Hamilton, Bradley, Marion, Walker, Catoosa, and Dade counties.
Wow.
And we are...
So tell me, like, how many active Big Brothers and Big Sisters are there within that realm?
We have over 300 matches right now, but we also have around 111 children waiting to be matched with a volunteer. So when you think about that, the majority of those are boys. I would say about 80% of those are boys on the waiting list. Some are girls as well. So we definitely need volunteers to step up. I just wanted to mention a couple of misconceptions about the program, which is why, I think people are maybe hesitant to sign up to be a volunteer. There's so many options.
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind, because, do I have a heart for this? I'm sharing my story at the East Brainerd Kiwanis on Friday.
Great.
And I had a very rough childhood. I was on my own at a very early age. And so this really, like, when, I see young people that don't have good role models or don't have someone giving them the attention that they need in their lives, it's really, it's so close to my heart. And I so want to help. And I'm putting myself in a position to do that. But when the first thing that I hear about Big Brothers, Big Sisters, I hear time commitment. And it really, it's not a tremendous time commitment. What Joshua did, it wasn't about how much time he spent with Cole. He just made the time that he spent with him impactful.
Exactly. We have a couple of programs that you can be involved in, but either way, it's either 1 hour a week or 4 to 6 hours a month. So it's really not that much time when you think about it. It's a couple of hours every other week. You can do whatever you like to do. That is one thing that is important to us, is that we make sure it is the best match possible. So, if you like to hike and fish and go bowling and be outdoors, we make sure that you're going to be matched to a child that has those same interests.
Yes. And you did a wonderful job, like I said, with my son and matching him with Joshua. And again, it's not just about the time spent. One of the major impacts that Joshua had with my son, Cole, was at the time, we were very involved in our church. And I had been encouraging my children about devotionals. And they were warm to it and kind of halfway attempting to get consistent with devotional. Well, when Joshua showed up with a kind of specific devotional toward a boy my son's age, I just can't express what it meant to me to see him every night before he went to bed with I had the little reading light by his bed with the reading light on and the highlighter in his hand.
Wow.
He wasn't just reading his devotionals. He was highlighting, and that was an impression made to him. Like he was hearing it from me, but not the way he heard it from his big brother that was taking the time out of, dedicating himself to spending time with my son. It's a different aspect. As a single mother, of course I was doing that. But to see someone really, someone to take time that's not a family member, that it's not their responsibility to do that, for them to take that responsibility on, really impacts a child's life.
It does. Another misconception that I wanted to mention is that most people think they have to be a certain type of person or a superhero, but that is not the case. As long as you can have fun, have a smile on your face, and relate to a child, then that's all that matters. We have people that range from 21 for our community program up until their 80s. You can't be too old as long as you have transportation and as long as, you're able to, get around. And, then you are.
Exactly. If you can love a child.
Exactly. That's the way to put it.
Yes, exactly. And that was something I remember in my mind, I visualized someone older, and Joshua at the time, he was a very young man. And I was like, wow, it really impressed me to see someone at that age, understanding and having the heart to reach out to young boys like that. Because in my mind, I think a lot, I don't know if they still do it, but back then, I think, didn't they present Big Brothers, Big Sisters on Channel 9? Do they still do that?
We still have Wednesday's Child, yes.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. I don't get to watch the news anymore. So, and that was a lot like, but they featured the child on that, right?
Right.
Yes. And I don't remember but for some reason I had this mental impression that, only older people would want to do this. But no, Joshua was very young. But at the same time, if it'd been an older person that still wanted to go spend time with Cole and invest in his life, it would have still just been just as impactful that somebody was doing that for him.
Right. And I just wanted to mention the third misconception is that it costs a lot of money. It really does not. Yeah. You can choose to, do things that you want to do, but we are very blessed to have so many great partnerships in the area. I know the Lookouts were on before me, and they are great partners. Bigs and Littles get free tickets to any home game anytime they want.
Oh,
which
wow.
is incredible. Ruby Falls, Rock City, the zoo, aquarium, Lake Winnie on Fridays on certain, Fridays in the summer. The list goes on and on. It's really not about spending a lot of money because a lot of people say, oh, well, I can barely, afford to take care of my own family. Well, we offer activities as well on,
yes,
on a very big, often. So we just went down the Hiwassee River rafting, and we have a fall festival and a holiday party and lots of different things to offer. So if you can't figure out something to do, then we can help you figure out what to do.
Yes, I do remember that Joshua and my son Cole, they never were at a loss for things to do, and it wasn't costly. I mean, they even went on a fishing boat trip. It was a bass boat with a bass guide.
We still have that. It's our bass fishing tournament.
Yes, that was just the coolest. And I mean, it was so much fun seeing my son, come home with a big fish or a big bass and enjoy that kind of activity.
Exactly. So we have lots of things to offer. And again, we're always looking for volunteers. One thing that I wanted to mention is that families can get involved or couples. It doesn't have to be a single person doing it. You can do it as a married couple and choose whether you want a male or female, to be your little. And then if families want to do it, you can include your children and make it a family match, as we call it. So there's so many options. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer any of them and to clarify.
Yeah, and go ahead and share the information. If someone wanted to contact you about seeing more how to qualify to be a big, how would they go about doing that?
Just give us a call. The number is 423-698-8016. That is the office line. Our website is bbbscbs.org. CHATT.org. And, you know, just if you Google Big Brothers, Big Sisters, you'll find us, find our website. And,
well, and I strongly encourage you to find them because there's over 100 children waiting on there's 100 littles, right, waiting on bigs.
Correct.
Right now. And it really isn't that difficult to do. And I love that you shared that you can just include a child in your own family activities. Think about what the impact that will have on your own children's lives when you're giving back that way. That is really powerful. And I hope that people will reach out and contact Ansley. And I just want to remind you, you are listening to NoogaRadio Outdoors. This platform is, what we want to do is promote and encourage fundamental opportunities for change to how people live. And we want to encourage people to get outside, get active, and connect in their community. And we're creating a platform of collaboration where we can promote wonderful organizations like the Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Greater Chattanooga and give them a platform to promote their great events like the golf tournament that is coming up on, did you say it was
It's September 22nd.
Okay, September 22nd.
It's a Friday.
So let's recap on the golf tournament. We've got a couple of minutes here. So it's September 22nd, and you still have teams available.
We have teams and sponsorships available.
$660 a team, and the odd number is because, wow, it's Big Brothers, Big Sisters 60th anniversary.
It is, and we have served over 21,000 youth since we have been in this community.
That's amazing. And I'm loving hearing that there's 300 being,
over 300.
Over 300 right now that have a big in their life, making an impact in their life. And again, I've shared my own personal testimony of this. This really, really, it reached my son in a way I couldn't as his mother. And, you know, I did everything I could to be there for him. I prioritized my children. As a single mom, I found flexible work so that I could spend plenty of time with them. But it's with his father so far away that, you know, to have a male stop and invest time in his life really was important to him. And it made him appreciate me a lot for understanding that. And, you know, making the effort to find that for him and arrange that for him. So I just love that. And I've absolutely loved having you on the show.
Thank you so much. It's been great to be here.
I hope you guys have more outdoor activities so that I can get you on the show more. And anything you do outdoor related,
I will be in touch.
Yes, please call me. I'd love, and I'm creating some other platforms too that I would love to include you in. But again, this is the NoogaRadio Outdoors programming. And again, we just want to encourage people to get outside, get active, and get connected in your community. It can be very intimidating to join new groups, to try new things, and we understand that. So we'd like to invite people on that can encourage you and help you. And I hope you'll tune back in and listen to some of those guests that we have. Again, NoogaRadio Outdoors, that's a wrap.